right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford for allowing me to review this very nice looking Mach-E GT. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Ford Mustang Mach-E, the safety features that you do get with the GT model here, the battery specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. All right, so for the different models that you can get with the Ford Mustang Mach-E, here are all of them, and here is a list of the safety features you do get with the GT model. Now, in terms of the battery specs for this one does have the 91 kilowatt hour extended range battery, which gives you 480 horsepower and 600 pound-foot of torque. And for range, you're looking at about 451 kilometers, and that's on a full charge. So typically your day-to-day is recommended for 80%, and 100% is only if you are doing longer trips. So do keep that in mind. Now, charging wise, if you're going from 0 to 100%, it's going to be about 9.9 hours, and that's with a 48 amp charger and a 240 volt outlet. Also, with the GTs, you do get the upgraded front E motor, and like I mentioned, this one is the extended range. I'm also going to throw up the window sticker on this because it does have some features added to it. First off, take a look at this beautiful color that this thing is in. It's called the Adriatic Blue Green. Video and photos may not do justice, but in person, man, this thing looks like something else. All right, well, let's start off in the front of the GT here. So also with the GTs, you do get this nicer front fascia. There's a lot going on, but in a good way. So down here, you have like this splitter, which is in gloss black. So right there. And then down here, you have like these lower grille openings, and then the sensor there in the middle. You've also got the front safety sensors that run across, and even on the corners, you have the gloss black trimming with the openings and the cutouts. So it gives it a little bit more of that aggressive front end look. And then really, you just get into this very cool looking gloss black grille with the gloss black illuminated pony badge and a front facing camera. And even on the grille area here, what you typically would have, I love the 3D imprint design on this, and then are these cool looking LED front lights. These look very sharp and aggressive because if I take a step back, you can see how nice these look. Also, since this is a full EV, it doesn't have an ICE engine, well, let's open up the frunk area here, and you don't get any space. You do have all of the electrical components, and that's because it does not come standard now. You do have to get an option to get the frunk space, or at least cover all of this so it looks very neat and tidy. But yeah, no frunk space in this. All right, coming to the side of the Mach-E, you've got this nice silhouette on this, and it looks very aerodynamic and aggressive. Now, one thing that this does have added on, and this is one of my favorite things, is the full glass roof. This looks stunning inside, and I think it's a huge thing to have. Now, around your window area, I do like how there's gloss black trimming here and then here. Now, usually on vehicles, you do have some sort of door handles, but on this, you just have a button. There's no physical door handles. You just press this and the door opens. And even right here, you have all of your codes that you can select. And then as for the side mirrors, you've got the gloss black here, black plastic, turn signals built in, and side mirror cameras. And if you look on the side here, you have the Mach-E for badging. And also this whole bottom piece here is in gloss black, which I love. There's no black plastic. And then you get into these very cool looking wheels. Look at how nice these look. These are your 20-inch wheels with the red Brembo brakes there, and I just like how they've designed this. It just looks so futuristic. And also up here you have the reflector. Now, since this is a full EV, well, your charge port is up here. If I just press this thing pops open just like that, and you can go ahead and charge it. All right, let's come around to the rear of the Mach-E, and also back here you do have more of the reflectors. Now back here you've got a unique and very nice looking rear end on this. Now as for the bumper area, well, the bottom portion of it is in all gloss black. You've also got your rear reverse light right there, more rear safety sensors, and I love the designing on this, kind of like this diffuser look going on, which is pretty cool. And then you get into the tailgate area here. So you have the black and chrome GT badge, the rear backup camera, and these super nice and aggressive looking rear LED taillights. I really am digging how these look. And even back here, you have this nice like sloped rear glass area with like this built-in spoiler area, which also is in gloss black. Now let's go ahead and open up the tailgate here, and the button is in the middle here at the back. So if I just press this, it is power opening, obviously. So this whole thing just lifts up, and you kind of have like this hatchback style going on. And back here, you do have a generous amount of space here that you can definitely utilize. And also back here, you do have a 12-volt outlet, lighting, and that's pretty much it. Also, some little bit of storage on the corners here, which is on both of the sides. Also a speaker. Now, if I go ahead and lift up this area here, you only have this area that you can utilize. So you don't have that much room in terms of like the trunk space, or nothing in the front obviously, but space wise, it's mainly up here. All right, let's check out the interior on the Mach-E GT. So again, no physical door handles, just a button that you press and the door opens up. Now it's an all black interior with some gray going on, and this definitely stands out. So down here you have some space, and you have this unique like fabric trimming here, which actually has your speaker inside of here. And then you like have this suede material, which looks very, very neat. And then the chrome trimming here, contrast stitching, the soft touch, everything, another speaker here, and this unique plastic trimming here. And here's what the door handle looks like, which is pretty unique. All right, let's check out the interior seats, because these are super, super nice. So all black with the grays, contrast stitching. You have this nice back and bottom section with the nice designing. And if you look like on an angle, I'm not sure if you can see right here, but it has like this nice effect to it, which is pretty cool. Now, if I go ahead and pull down the middle section here, here's your cup holders. And now I'm gonna jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. Oh, by the way, here's what the full glass roof looks like. Look at how nice that looks. All right, entering inside, I have a ton of legroom, and I'm sure this seat can be adjusted even more, but right now, legroom wise, I'm pretty happy. And even for the headroom, since it has a glass roof, look at how much room I have. I'm wearing a hat for reference. I'm 5'11", and I'm super happy back here. Now, behind the driver and the passenger seat, you do have plastic trimming everywhere. No storage compartment or anything, but look at how uniquely designed the rear headrest area is. So cool. Now, over on the rear console area here, you have your venting and USB ports. All right, let's check out the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing I can really notice is a little bit more space down there, and then you actually have a logo for your Bang & Olufsen sound system in this, and then just your usual window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. Now let's check out the front seats. Now these are exactly like the rear, but these are the performance seats. I feel like driving this long road trips will definitely be super comfortable. Also, the front seats do come heated, and over on the side here, you do have all your power seat adjustments, and then you have like this door sill piece that says Mustang. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals. Here is the hood latch release, and then moving up here, you have your heating and cooling, the max here, and then your exterior lights, cluster dimmers here, and then your traction control. And then moving up by the vent area, very nice and sleek looking, more of that nice fabric trimming, which also this whole thing stretches across, and it does house your speakers. Now this whole thing is not a speaker, but yeah, it does have speakers in it. You have more of like this suede material, white contrast stitching, and this super nice looking trimming, which you're gonna notice throughout the dashboard. As for the steering wheel, this does come manual adjustable. All right, entering inside, you do have a cluster area. Now I'm going to show you something cool. When I do start up the vehicle here, you do have the nice animations that play, and even turning off the vehicle, you have the nice animations. And yes, this does have a actual on-off button here. All right, entering inside, you do have a decent sized dashboard with the hard plastic everywhere. You've got a speaker there in the center, and then just like I was showing you, here is your cluster area. This is a fully digital cluster, and on here you can view all sorts of important information, and this is a 10.2 inch cluster area. And you also have this here, the little sensor looking thing, and this is for your hands-free driving to monitor the driver. And then as for the steering wheel, this does come heated, does have the soft touch material with the white contrast stitching. Over on these sides here, you do have the gloss black all around, the blacked out and very uniquely designed horse there, more gloss black around that. And on the left here, you have all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, lane keep, and then the other side, you have your seat controls, volume, phone, and Bluetooth. And behind the steering wheel, you do have your front and rear wiper controls, and then the other side is your shifter. Now, as for the center armrest area, you have soft touch, contrast stitching. It also says GT on this, and you kind of have like this floating look to it. So Lifting this all the way up, you have this section here which can be popped back like that, and you have a good amount of storage space in this, USB port and a 12-volt outlet. Now over on the center console here, there's a bunch of stuff going on. So here you have space here, electronic parking brake, your parking sensors to turn them on or off from here. Hazards are right here. You got cup holders, and you can put 2 phones here, but this side is wireless charging. And then way down there, you have USB ports. And also, if you look underneath, you do have more space underneath this, which is pretty cool. And then you get into like this tablet looking screen. This is a 15.5 inch touchscreen, and I just love how this thing is set up. Now down here, you have all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and all of that is controlled through down here. And then on the screen, the main screen itself, so right now I am on the home page. So here's your radio section, AM, FM, Sirius XM, all of that. If I just press these little dots up here, here is everything else. So under your apps section, you have your radio, phone, navigation, media. You've even got karaoke in this, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Here are the charge settings, which is obviously very useful when you are owning an EV. So right now, for your daily usage, it is recommended for 80%. But if you're going on longer road trips, it is good to also obviously charge to full 100%. And then once you are plugged in, it'll let you know how much time is left depending on the charge that you pick. And right now, this is sitting at 41%, and you're getting about 160 kilometers worth of range in this. And if I go to the advanced here, you can also do the charge rate. So if you do want to charge it slower for whatever reason, you can do that as well. And then if I go back to here, there's also the tire pressure, trips, owner's manual, and then the feedback. And then under entertainment, here you have YouTube, all of these different games, a sketch pad, so you can definitely stay occupied when you are at like a charging station. If I go to the little vehicle here, here are all of the different controls, the settings on this. So you can choose the one pedal driving, the propulsion sounds, auto hold, all of that good stuff. So right now it's under whisper. You can also do engage, which is pretty much the way that this thing drives. And then unbridle. This is pretty much just going crazy, and it's more responsive acceleration and steering. And also under the unbridle section here, you have this unbridle extended. So if you look at what this is pretty much for track use. Yes, you can track this and turn this on and have that whole experience with your EV. And also when you turn on the unbridle extended, the propulsion sound on this becomes even more intense. It almost sounds like a rumble of a Mustang, and as you accelerate harder, it gets louder. You've also got the driver assistance stuff, so your safety features, you can turn them on, off, adjust them however you want. If I go under the vehicle here you've got more things that you can definitely customize to your liking. And then let's go to the cameras, which is up here. If I click that, you do have a top bird's eye view here, and then right now it's facing the front, so the front camera is on. And then right now, if I click this, it still shows the front camera, but not the top bird's eye view. And then if I do it again, it's a full panoramic view of the front. And then you've also got the phone setting once you do have your phone connected. But yeah, I really like the setup of this tablet-like screen here, and you can do a bunch of different things on this. Now, moving further up, if you pop this down here, you can put your sunglasses, and then also you have your interior lighting controls. And here's the key fob for the Mach-E. It's your usual Ford key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side, and let me show you what you get on this side here. So on the dashboard, like I was saying, you have this whole section for your speaker. Now, the whole thing is not a speaker, but it does have speakers in it. Another badge here for your Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then right here, more of that beautiful trimming, the suede, the contrast stitching, and then you have your usual glove compartment space. Here is the window sticker for this Mustang Mach-E GT. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?